We back on the grind again, boys. I took a few days off. I gambled yesterday, finally went to the casino. Spoiler alert, I actually lost a lot of money. But hey, maybe you can fill my gambling addiction. If you buy some Card Prison binders, that'll be amazing. It's a great binder, holds both top-loaded and regular sleeve cards, so if you want to get one, link is in the description. Sorry, I had to shill it a little bit. But today's topic is about a certain video that I saw posted on a lot of different platforms. It's kind of going viral a little bit. And also, Opossum Bud made a video about it, so if you guys want to check it out, make sure you guys do so. I definitely do understand where he is coming from, and I agree to some extent. But, I thought I'd add a little bit of a different perspective to this. Let's take a little bit of a look-see at this video on Instagram by PokeStreet. Shout out to that guy.
This dude's crazy over here.
Hey, Aimless Wanderer.
Told what to do on the big board.
Crazy. Card shop owner scalps Walmart.
What about being a card shop owner?
Card shop owner scalps Walmart. It's crazy.
Scalp? What are you doing? Why are you here?
Ripping? Don't you have direct supply? Or did you lose that?
What is it any of your business?
I mean, all of us are just trying to get some cards, but someone that just stocks their bag to sell them at their shop.
So I'm not allowed to make a purchase like anybody else? Is that what you're telling me?
Just reputation.
What are you talking about, reputation?
It's not a good look if you're coming to a Walmart scalping when you got a card shop.
Who says I'm scalping?
Now, first off, my first impression when watching this video, because I'm going to try to dissect it kind of like segment by segment, but in this first half of the video at least, I'm seeing in just my personal perspective that the people recording are just really actively instigating and trying to rile up this person, okay? And they should also be a little bit responsible for what they say, if anything happens after that. Now, a big point of contention that I see a lot of people discussing is whether this LGS owner or LCS owner was going into the Walmart with the intent of scalping. A few people pointed out that because he's an LGS owner, he has no reason to go to a Walmart to begin with because he has distribution. Therefore, in their minds, the only reason that an LGS owner is going to a Walmart is to profit more and scalp the products. This conclusion is definitely valid, and I'm not even saying that it's wrong. This could very well be true and exactly what's happening in this scenario. But let me add on to that by saying maybe there are other options of why an LGS or LCS owner is in the Walmart to get products in the first place. Maybe there is some other motive besides scalping. Maybe, and this again is just a hypothetical, maybe it is wise to make sure you allocate the products that you got from distro aside to your customers and maybe source the products for your own personal enjoyment somewhere else. Maybe, again, like a Walmart. There's a shot that maybe this is true. And there's also a probably even bigger shot that the other option is also true at the same time. But in my personal opinion, I don't think it's reasonable or fair enough to label an LGS owner or LCS owner a scalper just for waiting in line at a Walmart. And I'm not even just referring to this video because as we get on and watch a little bit more of it, maybe there are some hints to suggest that maybe this LGS indeed wanted to scalp this product by the way he overreacted on the situation. So that's a complete separate topic. But judging the whole argument as a whole, I don't think it's reasonable to label an LGS owner a scalper just because they want to get some product at another store. I think they're absolutely allowed to buy products if they truly wanted to. I definitely do think there's a lot of bad actors in this space. There's even videos recorded of LGS owners wiping shelves clean off of product. In that case, I think there's more than enough evidence to assume what they were going to do with that product. Absolutely. But if an LGS owner is simply getting 1 or 2 boxes, maybe it's even the limit, I think, in my personal opinion, it's a bit unfair and unreasonable to assume and label them as a scalper right off the bat. I definitely think there has to be some more substance and evidence to support this claim. Now let's watch the rest of the video here and try our best to deduce the situation and his reaction and see what kind of his intentions really were in the first place.
You ripping them?
What's it of your business? You're the guys talking shit. Okay?
You need to chill out.
You're the guys talking shit.
I'm not.
And I don't need to be talked to
You need
like
to chill
that.
out.
I've been in this community for 35 fucking years.
Yeah.
I've been on
You
that
got quite a
corner.
reputation in
I
it.
saw you giggling, motherfucker. I saw you giggling.
This is why she's here. People like you.
Don't give me the shit, people like me.
Don't
All
touch
right?
me.
Who are you
Don't
touching?
touch me.
All right?
Hey.
Mark.
What are you doing, Mark?
Go ahead.
He's being aggressive.
Is that real? You let him put his hand on me and he can stay here?
He just physically
Yeah.
physically touched
Physically
him.
pushed me.
I did not see that. I heard you guys raise your voice.
Oh, we can replay it if we want.
Now, this is a very enticing piece of evidence to maybe suggest that his intentions were malicious by the way he overreacted. You absolutely shouldn't lay your hands on somebody over some Pokemon cards. That's absolutely pathetic and degenerate. Maybe he got defensive and knows that he was going into this this store with the intent of scalping the products, so that's why he overreacted in such a manner. Now, to give some benefit of the doubt here, and under the assumption that he is not scalping these products, maybe he got so defensive because he knew he was in the right so much that it pissed him off. Maybe he simply just was not having it and didn't like how these people were shoving their camera in his face, and he just maybe cracked. Maybe he has some other stuff going on in his life, and this was the straw that broke the camel's back, as they say, and he simply just did not want to take the disrespect from these individuals, and that caused him to react in this way. Now, those are just some options of why he did this, but objectively, it's very easy to say that you shouldn't lay your hands on somebody over some Pokemon cards. That is absolutely wrong, and he definitely should be punished in some sort of way. I'm just giving two possibilities of perhaps why he reacted in such a way, because some people say that his overreaction is a sure fact that he was going in the store with the intent of scalping, and some people will say that his overreaction was justified and that he knew he was in the right. That's why he reacted in such a way. Now, me personally, and this is my opinion, I'm on the fence whether he is a scalper or he isn't a scalper. However, what's objective to me and what I can say for a fact is that, number one, the people filming were obviously instigating the confrontation and were maybe a little bit unreasonable to assume that just because an LGS owner is walking into a store, that automatically means that they're a scalper. I disagree with that sentiment. Now, again, I'm not saying that this guy isn't a scalper, because at the end of the day, I don't know what his intentions were. I'm just judging the thought process of those who filmed the altercation, and I find the grounds that they have for their assumption to be a little bit unreasonable. Number two, the LCS owner is absolutely in the wrong for reacting in such a way and putting his hands on somebody else over some cardboard. That is degenerate behavior, and I hope he gets an adequate amount of punishment for that. But yeah, that is just my little analysis of the situation. I try to keep it fair and unbiased. I try to give two sides of the story. Now, if you want to give your perspective down below, I'd be happy to read the comment and reply to it. Anyway, that's pretty much about it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you later, weebs. Make sure you guys buy a card present, by the way.
せーのでもそんなんじゃダメもうそんなんじゃほら心は進化する